Hello fellow simmers, it's Samuel Beeman of BLS here and welcome to the cab of a Class 24 diesel locomotive on the Yorkshire Coast Railway route for MSTS. So this add-on is a bit of a rarity because it was a UK Train Sim CD released add-on, and yeah, so we're very lucky to be viewing this and to have it because obviously it's rare to get hold of now. So this activity is called a simple coast run, and we're basically on a stopping passenger service down to Whitby in this Class 24. So let's get on to the show and get to our next station, which is Kettleness. Activity events. Signalman speaking, welcome to the Yorkshire Coast route. It is a busy spring morning and you are booked to cross services at both Kettleness and Whitby Westcliff. Observe all speed restrictions and try to arrive on time. Well, I will try, but obviously as most of you know, it's very difficult to keep on time in MSTS. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there before we continue. So the Class 24 that comes with this route, as you can see I'm driving right now, has been altered slightly. I have changed the sounds and the cab for the North Wales Coast Class 24 sounds, purely because of the fact that this originally had the default Keighley and Worth Valley Railway Class 25 sounds as the sound set, which is just, well, quite frankly, completely wrong. If you are interested to hear what them sounds sound like, please do see my Keighley and Worth Valley Railway Class 25 review video, which I've linked in the description of the video, so you can look at and just get a general idea of what it sounded like. Basically it had Class 25 sounds, a Class 25 cab, which was wrong, and a Class 25/free horn, which again is wrong. So yeah, so I decided to swap it out for some decent sounds from the North Wales Coast, which was actually given to me by a friend. Unfortunately I don't have a physical copy of North Wales Coastal, so if anyone does have the North Wales Coastal route for MSTS, please do let me know, because I'd love to have a physical copy, CD version of it, and I will buy it off of you if you do have it. So yeah, so let me know if you are interested in selling it, because I'll be really interested. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get on to this and drive into Kettleness. So resume. Here is our Class 24. Obviously the model itself is it's not as good as some other 24s that you can get within MSTS, but you know, it's okay. So we're going to start slowing up now because we are coming into the station. I'm going to put myself into the Control F1 view. It is actually easier to control the locomotive from this viewpoint. Obviously it's the original MSTS cab view. Our train is in the station. Excellent. I will keep my train brake on because we are actually on a gradient, so we will slip if I don't. So yeah, so this is Kettleness. So this overall area is not very detailed, purely because we're literally probably right on the edge of the map. So it's not going to be the most detailed area on the North Yorkshire Coast route. Yeah, here is our Class 24, which sounds glorious, just ticking over there. There you go, I just thought I'd let you guys sort of take in the sounds of this glorious sound set from North Wales Coastal. But yeah, it is. The model's not too bad. It's not the best Class 24 model you can get for MSTS, and I will show probably the best one that you can get in a future video, just to give you guys sort of an interpretation of what it is. Right, so we can see that another service is coming into the station. We've got to wait until that passes us for us to depart to Sandsend. Class 105 Craven unit.
Okay to proceed.
We've got our okay to proceed. So, off we go then. This is the passenger view of the coaching stock, which is very nice actually. The detail on it's really, really good. I'll give you credit for that. Let's give it some class 24 thrash, shall we? Have a listen to this because it does actually have really good sounds. I'm going to be quiet and let you have a listen. Yeah, as you can hear guys, very, very nice sounds. The North Wales Coast 24 sounds are actually really, really good. And I know it was one of the newer add-ons that was released for MSTS before obviously Railworks and newer Gen Sims came out. It's also got a playable two-tone horn on both the space and V keys, which is very, very good. And also the in-cab sounds are really, really good as well because it has separate cab interior sounds and you've got like that loud atmosphere of a diesel's cab, like a rattle and everything like that, which really does, you know, give it atmosphere. Because diesel locomotives in real life, inside the cab and everything, it's an incredibly noisy environment. And that's something that often is failed to be represented in TS Classic on Armstrong Powerhouse products. I find that his in-cab interior sounds are not necessarily that good and realistic. Signalman speaking, there's been some coastal erosion quite close to the line as you leave the tunnel. Please observe the 15 mph restriction around this point. So we have got a temporary speed restriction coming up, 15 mph. We need to be aware of that. Slow up because it is just round this corner. Lovely view of the sea there. Very nice. Okay, we've now pretty much over the temporary speed restriction, so we can let the locomotive roll and do the rest of the work. So we should be soon coming into Sands End. As you can see though, the cab interior is very nice as well. It's a really nice photo-textured atmosphere. Signalman speaking, the bridges at Sands End have seen better days and have had a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit placed on them, so we need to make sure that we do 15 over the weak bridge just past the station. But yeah, the cab interior is really nice. It does look really realistic. One of the better photo-textured cabs. And this is Sands End. A lovely little station on basically a hill, cliff, some houses down there. Got the sound of the sea as well going in the background, which is really nice, gives it atmosphere. And this glorious structure of bridge here.
Okay to proceed.
It's very, very nice. Gotta love the Yorkshire coast. Beautiful views, beautiful sights. Great place to go. And it would be interesting to head down here because obviously this is like back in the day, so this is sort of based in sort of the late 1960s to 70s, where the Whitby line was still sort of, you know, very much alive. Glorious sights. So yeah, the route itself is really not too bad. It gives you that sort of North Yorkshire coast feel. I mean, I suppose like scenery wise there's not really much going on in the means of like trees and bushes, but then to be fair, it's like the moors, isn't it? It's very barren around sort of the Yorkshire area. So, you know, you've got to kind of take that into consideration. Give it some. Let's We're on an uphill gradient now. That is a glorious sound. Honestly, I wish the rats in Train Simulator Classic sounded as good as this. Just goes to show that, you know, even the older gen Class 24s and 25s are much better than the Dovetail Games rubbish that we get these days. Class 31. So we're not stopping at this station. Straight through. That signal box on the gantry there, that's really nice. Very interesting structure. So we shouldn't be too far away from Whitby town now. Signalman speaking, you are now dropping down into the Esk Valley, woohoo, and will pass under Larpool Viaduct. If you are running on time, then look up and you may see another Yorkshire Coast service crossing above you. My lords. Look above us. Oh, tree, my lords, that needs to be cut back. So, that is the viaduct up there, so there should be another service passing above us, theoretically, if we're on time, which we're not, but, you know, we just look anyway. Because obviously MSTS timetable messed up, yeah. Well, yeah, look, there is another track over the top of the viaduct there, look. Yeah, we're not on time, so we're probably not going to see it. That's a shame. Oh! There is another service going over there, look. You can just sit in the distance over there. There's a DMU going over it, look, just. Fair. My lords. It's a shame we didn't go on under it at the same time. That would have been really cool. Signalman speaking. You are now approaching Whitby Town. On-time arrival is 11:21. The activity will end automatically after you've completed your station stop. Hope you arrive on time and have been enjoying your trip. So it says here on-time arrival is 11:21. I'm guessing that's meaning 10:21. Wait, so we are on time? Actually, we're a bit early. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, so I believe that means 10:21, so there's a bit of a typo error there, but fair enough. What was I on about? We are on time. Yeah. Okay, so Whitby seems to have some photo-textured houses as like the riverfront, seafront as it were. It's okay, I suppose. Oh look, we've got a class 37 coming past us now. My lords. Hellfire tractor fresh. But yeah, look, you can see that's the Whitby Abbey on top of the hill there, look. See it in all its glory. So yeah, look at this. Whitby was very, very different back in these days compared to what it is now. It's very interesting to see it in this sort of, you know, in this different light. Oh, it's a lovely sound, isn't it? All them rats ticking over. Got a 31 in the station, the loop. We're pretty much arriving on time. I must admit the station here looks a bit bland. Not really much going on here in the means of scenery, but hey ho. And there we have it, guys. We have reached our final destination of Whitby Town. And yeah, there's not really much in the means of detail. I mean, the Whitby station itself doesn't even have a station building. I mean, should it have a station building? Am I missing something? I don't know, but obviously, clearly, on this version of the add-on, I don't actually have a station building. But we do have, like, engine sheds and a signal box. All present and correct, along with the semaphores. Very nice. Wagons and stock in the sidings. We have the Whitby Abbey on the hill over there. Nicely and well represented. It's nice to see Whitby in a simulator, because this hasn't yet been modelled into Train Simulator. Well, actually it has. It's with the, funnily enough, the same route, North Yorkshire Coast route for Railworks, Train Sim Classic. But we don't actually have that. Well, because UKTS is closed down. I don't know if you can still get it anywhere at the moment, but I'll let you guys know if you can still get the North Yorkshire Coast route for TS Classic. I might have to do a video on that actually if I do get hold of it. I don't have it, but yeah. But there we are, so that is the North Yorkshire Coast Railway route for Microsoft Train Simulator. I will probably do some more videos on this route in the future. This won't be the only video I do on this particular route. So we are going to have a part 2 of this video, and we're actually going to do something really special. I'm going to lash up 2 double-headed Class 25s, and we're going to run on the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway route from Keighley down to Oxenhope with double-header 25s. Many of you guys saw my video regarding the cancellation of Saturday's live show of OpenRails on the 10th of February 2024. You'll notice that I did a few clips of Class 24s running on the Class 25s running on the Keighley and Worth Valley, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So the next part of the video is going to be of Class 25s on a double header service from Keighley to Oxenhope. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway for Microsoft Train Simulator for the second part of this video. So today we're going to be driving a UKTS loco actually. So this is 25059. This used to be able to be obtained via UK Train Sim, but obviously now with it closed, unfortunately you can no longer get it, which is a shame. But it is actually a much better model overall compared to the default 25059 that comes with the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway add-on for Microsoft Train Simulator. So, like the Class 24 that we saw previously on the Yorkshire Coast Railway route, I have altered and modified the sounds and the cab of this locomotive. So, it still has the default Keighley and Worth Valley Railway sounds, so the Class 25 engine sounds as it were, but the cab interior has been changed, so it no longer has the 25 free cab, it has a 25/1 cab from the North Wales coast, and it also has a Class 24 horn applied instead of a Class 25 free horn. So it's had modifications, but considering I quite liked the engine sounds like of the original default one, I've kept it. But also we've got behind it D7629, which is another locomotive from UK Train Sim. That has the North Wales coast sounds on it of the Class 25. Obviously we won't really hear that because we're actually going to be driving 059 because it's going to be leading up to Oxenhope, but we'll still sort of hear the thrash of that as well. So you've got 2 different sounding Class 25s paired up in a sense, because not all locomotives sound exactly the same, do they? So it's quite a nice pairing to get 2 different types of sounds. Also that idle sound is just glorious, isn't it? You've got to love that classic Sulzer beat. So yeah, so I've just stuck these 2 on a free roam, and we're going to drive from Keighley to Oxenhope. Obviously you guys have actually seen the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway add-on in previous videos that I've done, and you kind of already know my thoughts and opinions on this route. So if you haven't seen previous videos of the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway on our YouTube channel, I recommend going to have a look at them. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get into the cab of 059. As you can see here, it is the Class 25/1 cab, which is accurate for this locomotive. Stick ourselves into forward gear. Yeah, it's a lovely looking cab, to be honest with you. It's really, really nice photo texture detail. Get ourselves released on the brake, and we'll head off towards Keighley, although I'm going to just like lean out of D7629 because it's just a lovely sight and lovely sound, so we'll do that. Right, take it away, 25s. Oh, there we go, we've got a lean out view directly from the cab. So as you can see, the limit is 80 mile an hour, but that's not realistic. It technically should be about 10 to 15 out of this station. And yeah, the overall route is capped at 80 mile an hour, which is technically wrong, because obviously Keighley Worth Valley Railway preserved, it's supposed to be 25 mile an hour limit at most. So yeah, that's a fault with the route. Hope you guys are enjoying the sound, because I certainly am. Glorious sound. Here we are approaching Ingray West, so we're going to start slowing up now, stop into the station. Here we are, Ingray West. Oh, just listen to those two. Glorious sounds. Oh, this is a glorious beat. You can't knock that classic Solza beat of the Solza Type 2. You really can't. Right, let's get a move on to Denham's Holt. Or Danham's Holt, however you say it. Whoa! That's called gala driving, folks. Epic 25 thrash. Oh, don't they just look glorious together? The perfect pair. And this actually happened in real life, guys. 25059 and 7629 did actually pair up at a gala at one point on the Keighlingworth Valley Railway. Oh, my lords! So that's passing through Danham's Holt. There it is in all its glory. Very nice. I'm going to sit this side now because we've got to stop in Oakworth. we are. You'll notice that I stopped just before the crossing because it's technically illegal to park over the crossing. Here we are, Oakworth, which is the main filming location of the Railway Children, in case anyone didn't know. Oh, look at these. See, this is a lovely model as well. 7629. This is from UKTS. I had to swap the sounds out for this because it actually required the East Lancashire Railway CD add-on, which I sadly don't have. So what I did is I just swapped the sounds out to North Wales Coast. Again, if anyone does have the East Lancashire Railway add-on on CD for MSTS, I will be really interested in purchasing because, again, you know, it's one that I'd really like to try and get hold of. Yeah, it's a lovely looking station, easily recognisable from the Railway Children film. In this particular area here, this is where Perks was, aka Bernard Cribbins. Sadly no longer with us. Let's get a departure from the road, shall we? Let's have a little watch of these two beastly locos depart the station from the road. So, take it away, 25059 and D7629. Hellfire. Through the tunnel. Really nice cab. A horn down there. So the next station should be Hallworth, which is coming up on the left. Put ourselves into the Control 1 camera. Get some nice control with the locos within the cab. And there we are, perfect stop. And we've got one coach out of this platform now. Probably should have gone a little bit further in, but at least the guard's coach is in the platform, I suppose. Mind you, on a suburban rake, ideally you would want all of the coaches in the platform, but hey ho. Oh, just look at that. Glorious sight. you know, you can get some really, really nice photographs with these two locos. So if anyone wants to take a picture right now, please do. It lasts longer. Yeah. But yeah. Anyhow, onwards from Hallworth, or Haworth, some people like to call it, to Oxenhope. So without further ado, take it away, Class 25s. Everybody knows, guys, that I have been going a little bit over the 25-mile-an-hour limit, purely because I wanted to give you guys, you know, a bit of extra thrash, a little bit of enjoyment between these two locomotives. Because, you know, they do sound epic together. And it's not unheard of that, you know, some drivers do tend to thrash the nuts out of locos. So, you know, we'll just pretend that we're a little bit late to timetable. That we need to get to a station on time. Yeah, so let me know, guys, in the comments if you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know if there's any other OpenRails MSTS add-ons you'd like me to do a video on, because I'm open to, obviously, feedback, and if there's anything you'd like to see, please do let me know. So we're currently approaching Oxenhope now, which is our last port of call at the Keighley-in-Worth Valley Railway, and the last port of call for our video today. So I do hope you've enjoyed tuning in to my OpenRails live show this week. The next one shall be on the 17th of February 2024 on Saturday, which will be resuming normal time across the Saturday nights. So we'll be going on a short break after this video, in a sense. Our entire train is in the station. And there you have it, guys. So once again, thank you very much for joining us this evening for an OpenRails live premiere. And obviously I hope you enjoyed this video if you are watching it back. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this series, and I'll see you on the next one. So goodbye from me, Samuel Beeman at BLS. Bye bye.